And you may think this is all a joke, but wait until they start, you know, if things keep going the way they're going, wait until ladies and gentlemen, the injections get rolled out. And I've got footage, hours of footage that I've taken apart, isolated clips. I've got clips of Bill Gates saying that it's going to be, it's going to be an incredible, it's going to be really difficult to make 7 billion vaccines. What do you think that means? 7 billion vaccines? He's talking about mass producing 7 billion vaccinations. That's the majority of the world's population, ladies and gentlemen. That means that was a play on words. What that meant was, you're going to take it. You're going to take it because we're producing it. 7 billion? Do you think they would produce 7 billion vaccinations? Vaccine vials? If they didn't plan on pumping you full of one, considering you're part of that 7 billion? Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up. You are no longer living in this little safety bubble. This illusion realm that you all are stuck in. Pull your head out of your ass like you pull a cork out of the wine that you drink and wake up. Wake up. Get some fucking sunshine. Clean your skin. Have some faith. Stop digesting the fear. Stop giving your fear to them. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The predatory non-organic beings feed on fear. It's like the juiciest steak ever to them, cooked to perfection. And we've got large conglomerations right now in the matrix of people just shedding fear and letting it go out of their luminous cocoons, their energetic fields, their aura, whatever's left of their aura. It's amazing how spiritually dead the average person is. I don't care if you think I sound judgmental, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have time to be all mamby-pamby and kiss everyone's ass. The same people that you think that the same people that you think, for some reason, let's just put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, the New Age movement has indoctrinated people to think that the definition of being an open-minded individual is to be excessively tolerant to everyone, to just love everyone for who they are because they're all going through their own journey. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Wake up. These same people that you defend are the same types of people that will vote to have corrupt politicians put into power. They're the same types of people that will frame people and just narc on you for nonsense and call the authorities on you. You got to wake up. And I know waking up is difficult because it throws a bone. It jars your comfort in life because you, for some reason, think that comfort, your personal comfort, is like what everything is about here in this world. It's all about you, right? So anything outside of your comfort zone that contradicts the integrity of the fabric, the strength of your comfort zone, anything that comes in and makes you question that, cool bird. You resist that because my comfort's the most important thing. No, it's not, ladies and gentlemen. This world is in dire straits. This world is dying. The people are being completely led like sheep. Look up Event 201. Look up Lockstep. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, man. But again, it just blows my mind that anything outside of people's comfort zone, it's like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. My comfort's most important. My comfort's most important. Oh my God. No, it's not. The world doesn't revolve around your comfort. You think it does, though, because that's where your assemblage point has been positioned by the Matrix. They want you in that state of mind. And I can understand the reason why you don't want to hear contradictive information that makes you question the foundation that you've built your life upon, because that's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to have to let go of certain things and to change. And I understand that change is not something that the masses want to do, at least real change. I'm not talking about a change in jobs or a change in, which soda you drink or which, channel you're going to watch or which video game you're going to play. I'm talking about real change, changing the foundation of what makes you you, which are your beliefs, ladies and gentlemen. Your beliefs create your reality because your thoughts emanate from them like a fountain. And where your thoughts travel, your awareness travels. And where you focus your awareness, ladies and gentlemen, that's what your life is. So if you have illegitimate belief systems, and most people do because they've been given belief systems from the Matrix and they've bought into them and integrated them in their core being, if you have illegitimate belief systems, ladies and gentlemen, every thought and piece of awareness that comes out of those belief systems are going to be counterproductive to your real spiritual growth, because that's what they want. They want you to have a foundation that is not built on true evolution, that is not built on Kundalini, which is not built on God. They want you separated from nature. They want you living indoors. They want you thinking that your own comfort is the most important thing in the entire universe. They want you programmed. They want you powerless. They want none of your chakras awakened. And they sure as hell, ladies and gentlemen, don't want you grounding yourself to the earth and getting adequate sunshine and touching trees and building your immune system, taking the medicinal mushrooms. They sure as hell don't want you, ladies and gentlemen, consuming from the massed pharmacy of nature. Nature has all of the medicinal compounds that we could ever need, ladies and gentlemen. The chaga mushroom, which is high in zinc, which is high in what's known in Chinese medicine as jing. Jing in Chinese medicine, I believe, is stored in the kidneys. It's largely responsible for your longevity, how long you can live. It's predetermined, jing, largely by the what we took from our parents when we were conceived. It has a lot to do with our genetics. It's like our primal essence, according to Ron Teagarden, master herbalist and owner of Dragon Herbs. Jing is what we lose, ladies and gentlemen, when we get bad sleep, when we suppress our melatonin. Jing is what we lose through massive amounts of chronic stress. You all have lowered Jing levels. Jing should be the first thing that you work on building. Chaga mushroom has lots of Jing in it. Schisandra has lots of Jing. Schisandra is arguably the greatest tonic herb of all time. In fact, in my opinion, it absolutely is. At least the legal herbs. And there's entheogenic compounds, psychedelic compounds that have massive capabilities for restoring Jing, but can't really talk about those on YouTube now, can you? And there's also herbs, ladies and gentlemen, that are kept by certain secret societies and priest classes that they don't even let the public know about. Believe it or not, there are magical compounds in this dimension that allow you to restore your life drastically. Kind of like a restore health potion in that Skyrim game or all these other RPGs. I used to love that. I used to love RPGs, ladies and gentlemen, role-playing games, video games, fantasy games, because there was always potion crafting, mana potions and all this stuff, and all these ways to upgrade your character. It took me until my mid to late teens, however, to realize that we're living in a reality where you can do the same thing in those video games, but here in the real world, and have it be 10 million times more amazing. You can create your own restore health potions. You can experiment with the natural compounds. You can upgrade your health levels. You can create your own fucking alchemy lab. You can practice a craft. You can work magic. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is a beautiful, amazing, incredible experience, but you're never going to know that. You're never going to realize that if you're stuck inside of your house being saturated by the blue light, wearing your VR goggles, playing around with some digital fucking horse. Wake up. Schisandra, ladies and gentlemen, and Chaga are arguably the two greatest things to restore Jing. Schisandra goes into the 3 Dantian points, which are the energetic reserves. It actually recharges your battery. Not too many herbs can do that, ladies and gentlemen. At least legal herbs that you can access. You have to remember that a lot of the herbs that you can buy nowadays were at one point in time reserved for the elite priest, or the elite of the elite in Chinese medicine and whatnot. The Yellow Emperor. You have got to get the Schisandra in your system. You've got to get the Chaga in your system. You've got to drink clean water. You've got to get the Shilajit back into your system, and the magnesium. Magnesium and regulating blue light is the foundation, alongside minerals and grounding, ladies and gentlemen, to you actually becoming alive again. We are all walking around practically undead, or not even undead. We are practically walking around dead because you use a tiny little fraction of your potential. So light, ladies and gentlemen, and you getting exposed to healthy amounts of real light, and you blocking artificial blue light at night will allow your melatonin levels to spike, which will create millions of beneficial reactions in your body and cause you to get healthy rapidly. I've been preaching the UVAX Skypers for years now, not because I think it's just cool, because it works. I don't talk about this stuff because I think it's interesting. I talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, because the stuff works. So you blocking blue light at night until you go to bed, you'll get better sleep. You will, over time, start to get more lucid in your dreams, or get closer to that. You'll wake up feeling more refreshed. You'll be able to hold on to more of your magnesium levels because you won't be so stressed because you'll be getting better sleep. The magnesium is going to go into your tissues, and I'm not going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen, but this is just basic stuff. Light and grounding yourself. We are biochemical, electrical beings. You need to ground yourself to the earth unless you want to hold on to a bunch of static energy. And ladies and gentlemen, these houses that we're all living in, they are unhealthy. Why do you think they want you inside, stuffed in your house right now? They want you inside, out of the sunshine, not being exposed to nature, not being exposed to people, because they want to lower your immunity. So when they do hit the green light on phase 2 of this COVID-19 kill grid system, it wipes you out because you have no immunity to whatever they're going to release, whatever bioweapon they're cooking up. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are doing things to take care of your health on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the most precious time in history for you to take care of your health. There's no other way. It's what NOW stands for. NOW, no other way. So what happens during phase 2? And they're getting ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. They're getting ready for that. Yes, they are. So what's interesting is that they didn't even have to take our rights away. People were okay with it. They happily gave their rights away. And that's how afraid everybody is. Thought I saw someone coming up on me. People are terrified. People have no backbone. And I can understand why you're terrified. You have no immunity to this kind of stuff. Because you've invested your entire life. You've given your power to these people, to these authority figures. You think they know what's best for you. You don't know what's best for yourself, really? Do you have any clue how amazing you are? You have thousands of miles of circulatory systems and blood vessels and all sorts of tissues in you. You are not just some accident, ladies and gentlemen. You are an amazing entity. But they've taken you, this God being, and reduced you down to this little ant. Where you have all these guilt complexes and you don't like yourself and you're depressed and you hate your body image and all this nonsense. They want you absorbed with yourself, and they want your assemblage point in a state of perpetual self-reflection. They want you to think that reality is all about you and your needs and your comfort. Wake up. Store your sexual energy. Stop spilling the cup of Hermes, ladies and gentlemen. Rebuild yourself. Ground yourself. Get the electricity back into your system. Work your chakras. Get the electricity in your system, folks. Get the magnesium back. My God, to see every day I get a little bit stronger than the day before because I'm building on the successes of the prior day. I have established my life in a way where every day, like a domino effect, I get a little bit bigger than I was yesterday because I'm working on a stair system. I'm on an uphill climb here, ladies and gentlemen. Every day is a progression of the prior day's progress, and every day thereafter is a continual process of this logarithmic Fibonacci sequence of me growing bigger and bigger and bigger because I'm working on myself and constantly flooding my tissues and my blood and my system with healthy things that can cause me to grow. I'm consuming electricity, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the magnesium in my tissues. I've got the blood. My blood is being cleansed. I mean, Jesus Christ, excuse me, folks. But I'm at a point now where my mind and my body are very resilient and strong, and I can, because of that, see the weakness around me, and it's exponential. How the Matrix has bamboozled and hoodwinked and cracked a stick over the head of all these people. I feel horrible for them. That's why I try to get on here and inspire people to take care of your health. You can grow in power, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to give all of your energy away in the form of fear to these archons. Jesus Christ. Shilajit is a great place to start in tandem with light, magnesium, grounding, and minerals. How do you get minerals, ladies and gentlemen? You do it through the Shilajit. Bioavailable minerals bound to humic and fulvic acid. It wakes your mitochondria up, helps lower your blood pressure. It's known in Ayurvedic medicine. It translates to, if my memory serves me, as the conqueror of mountains and the destroyer of weakness. Any substance that has that type of a name in a sacred healing system like Ayurveda, I'm going to look into, and I've been using the Shilajit, the fulvic acid, for years, and it is one of the greatest ways to get your minerals in, to get them sufficiently, or excuse me, not all minerals are the same, let's just put it that way. Bioavailable minerals Essentially what that means is that they can be readily uptaken by the body and weaved into the skeletal muscle tissues, into your muscles. Minerals are used, ladies and gentlemen, by every single part of your being. They are like the spark plugs of life within you. So, getting your minerals back up because you're mineral deficient, almost every person is. Getting your light situated, getting the incandescent bulbs back, blocking blue light at night, all of it. Getting your magnesium up. I recommend magnesium bisglycinate or magnesium L-threonate. Magnesium bicarbonate is another good one, but it's somewhat impractical because, you know, not everybody wants to make all these elaborate potions. Magnesium bisglycinate, magnesium just get a fucking magnesium supplement. Start doing this stuff. And grounding yourself to the earth. This is incredibly cheap. Shilajit, you know, depending on what brand you go with, is a little expensive, but you only need a little bit a day. It's the most expensive thing in this health protocol. The blue blocking UVX Skypers, those are the only ones I recommend at this point because they have a side shield. They block all forms of blue light. They're $10. I have them in my Amazon store. The magnesium, I get mine for like $6 for 8 ounces, a half pound. And the grounding, ladies and gentlemen, costs nothing. It's free. Now, there's obviously other ways you can improve this basic health protocol. You can do what I do and take a couple cups or 3 to 4 cups of horsetail tea every week, which is high in silica, which is good for connective tissues in your brain. Silica is one of those constituents that most people are chronically deficient in. It's not just magnesium and minerals that people are deficient in, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just selenium and zinc. It's boron and it's silica. These are 2 of the most important compounds. And no, I don't recommend you take borax. People online are taking borax. No, if you're going to take boron, ladies and gentlemen, there's natural ways of getting it. There's also a life extension. The Life Extension brand has a boron complex. I believe it's that company. It's like 3 milligrams. I could be wrong on that dosage. You take 1 of them a week. A lot of these minerals, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need a ton of them, but you need enough of them. You don't need a ton of them, but you need enough of them. Life starts to beat you over the head when you get your minerals and your vitamins and all your trace elements and your life force inside of you, all these things that cause life force to move through you. When these things start getting burnt up, ladies and gentlemen, that's when that flame of life starts getting a little bit weaker. One thing you can do is you can look at your life as a flame inside of you, and predicated upon your actions, it'll either cause the flame to grow bigger and brighter and stronger or weaker. So are the things that you're doing in your life causing your flame of life, your soul, to get brighter? Or is it causing it to get snuffed out, ladies and gentlemen? Are you drinking all the cola, all the diet joke? I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm not going to get into a huge rant here. I love you all. Please use this message to do something positive today for your health. Get out there today. Ground yourself to the earth. You lower inflammation levels by doing that. You don't believe me? Pick up Clinton Ober's book, Earthing. Oh, man. Question your little lockdown that you're all in, your little imprisonment. Everybody loves, oh, we get to stay at home. We're on lockdown. You know, it's like a forced vacation. We got the stimulus money. Ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to collapse the economy. And they've done a damn good job already. You don't think the New World Order is real, ladies and gentlemen? You really don't? Because they've shut the entire country down in less than 2 weeks. Other than what's non-essential. How funny is that? They're telling you whether you're essential or not. And if you've been stamped non-essential, like the majority of the United States population, what do you think that equates to on the spiritual level, on the metaphoric level? It means that you're not needed, which, for lack of a better term, means you're disposable. What do they call it? Cannon fodder? You're useless to them. Recyclable. And that's essentially what they want, ladies and gentlemen. They want to get rid of large populations, or a large majority of the population, so that the Google and these big tech companies can create their bubble cities, just like in the movie The Island with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson. Watch that film, homework. They want to set up these realities like this, where there's a smart grid, there is stuff implanted into your tissues that constantly feeds biofeedback to the cloud, where it can all be absorbed and or integrated and monitored by an AI system. which is connected to their version of an Illuminati god that goes back to ancient Egypt. However, they don't worship. How would I say this, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of these secret societies at the upper echelons, they work with the ancient gods. They think they're in communication with them with all the dimethyltryptamine and all these different sacraments that they use in these experiments. However, they're plugged into something that is not what it's telling them it is. I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to get into that in this video. We'll talk about that in the near future, ladies and gentlemen, but this, what you're seeing right now, in my opinion, happening here on Earth is the final, this is the completion of the kill grid. This is a very well thought out celestial plan to cull off large amounts of the population, and you're living in it. You're living in it. So we do, in my opinion, however, due to the fact that we have what the Gnostics call the spark within us, the Kundalini, we have the ability through our actions to push up against this system and the tyranny and potentially change the outcome of what's happening here in this matrix based on our actions, our will, and our enlightened heart. The sacred space of the heart is critical in regards to this and terraforming what's
like a diamond in the sky. You know more. Look at the lobby, I get the party jumping, lovers are falling, something, someone lit with a 40 grip, rocking, and we gon' roll from the floor to the top. No, stop until it's sunny, pass the Dasani bottle, fill up with the cardio, chillin' with the cardio, up like a bald eagle. I'm on. Oh, I'm on. Like a diamond in the sky. You know more. I've been looking for somebody just like you.